Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I can't hardly believe we're at day 23 of Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar. And OMG, this is a cute one. Clearly this kitty is having a whole bunch of fun. When I opened it up, all that came out of my mouth was a big aw. Okay, so I'm starting off with a piece of patterned paper from Oh Joyful Day. So this is a Christmas pack, but this particular design I thought was perfect for this kitty. I'm going to be creating a decorative edge using timeless hearts. I'll use the border die to cut the bottom of this A2 size panel, and the detail die was used to cut pink cardstock. I did make sure that the design was centered on the bottom of the panel. So now I'm placing it on an A2 size card base. I want to adjust the height of the patterned paper to leave room for the sentiment at the bottom. I've trimmed down the top of the panel, and now I'm adhering the detail of the timeless hearts so that it is nestled right up along the decorative edge at the bottom of the panel. I'll flip my panel over, push the blade of my scissors right up against the panel's edge, and trim. This will ensure that I get a nice flush cut. And I also use the border die to cut white sheet foam. So I'll go ahead and adhere the panel to that, let it dry completely before I trim off the excess foam. The die set from today's crafty surprise is so cute. I've die cut the kitty from white cardstock, and I've just popped his little heart-shaped nose out, and I'll put some Scotch tape behind the die cut opening. I'm going to use a Copic marker R20 to add a little bit of pink to the inside of his ears and also to color the nose die cut. And yeah, it's pretty small. And I'll lift it off my finger with the jewel picker and then pop it into that opening. And doesn't he look so cute? The sentiment for this card is from the Woodland Tales Sentiments. I really love this fine script. It has been die cut from gold foil cardstock. Because it is fine and I didn't want to get adhesive onto the foil, I actually dotted it with Tombow adhesive and left it to dry completely. When dry, this adhesive is tacky and also repositionable, allowing me to make adjustments. I can lift the sentiment up, move it around, and there'll be no glue residue left behind. So now I can go ahead and adhere my foam-backed panel to the card so that it sits just above the sentiment. And now I'll continue on with the kitty. I'm not sure why I didn't do everything all at once. I'm obviously working a little bit random today. And so I have the little tie that goes around his waist, die cut from gold foil, and I'll adhere that. And it's finished off with a little bow knot. I've already adhered the string to the heart-shaped balloon, and both of these are going to be popped onto the card front with foam squares, so I'll just get those in place. But before they go on, I'm first going to create a swirl of white cotton embroidery thread. I already laid my kitty out and know where he's going to sit on the panel, and where he is going to be placed, I'm going to put in several glue dots. Now I'll go ahead and place the embroidery thread in loops, catching it in the middle onto the glue dots. And I'll just continue looping the thread around until I have a complete circle. And I'm going to go around that circle a second time, so I need to add in some more glue dots because my adhesive is now completely covered. And I think I added in 3 or 4 of the glue dots, and now I'll just continue around a second time, overlapping the string and just making it fuller. And this seems to be about the right amount, and so now I'll just snip the end off. And then all I have to do is remove the backing paper first from the kitty, and I'll get that positioned in the center of the string. And then the string on the heart can be tucked behind the kitty's head and put into place. And this adorable card will be finished off with some Nouveau Crystal drops, simply white. The dots are being placed in and around the string. I'm creating various sizes, and it's all pretty random. But I think it adds some nice detail to this overall design. And that is a wrap on day 23 of Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar. This die set was overload cuteness, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Our last day is tomorrow, and I hope you'll come back and join me. As always, I appreciate your visit.